Novo Nordisk shares slumping today after the company said its diabetes drug Ozempic is very likely to face Medicare drug price negotiations. The next list of drugs subject to negotiations will be finalized by next February, with prices going into effect in 2027. Let's get more now from Mizuho's healthcare sector strategist, Jared Holz. Jared, great to have you with us. What would this actually mean in terms of revenue?
Thanks so much for having me. It's not totally clear yet. We don't know the significance or the magnitude, rather, of the price cuts that we're going to be dealing with for Ozempic and then Wegovy here in 2027. But, something to the, around 30 to 40% off of the list price would be my best guess. And these drugs are averaging about $1,000 per month. So call it, $600 per month, $700 a month. I think there are some investors who think it's going to be lower than that. But I would think a 30 to 40% discount from here is probably pretty fair.
So the assumption is Ozempic will be subject to negotiations and then Wegovy will follow? And should we assume the same for Mounjaro and Zepbound?
I think so. Wegovy and Ozempic are essentially the same drug. Right. They've just been, defined for different markets. I think once Ozempic goes, then I would assume that, the pricing that Lilly's going to have to use for Mounjaro and Zepbound is going to be very similar. I think they'd have a very difficult time pricing at a premium. I think a lot of doctors and patients would want the cheaper option. So I think it's a little bit of a moving target, but I would venture to guess that both companies will have similar pricing, even though it's only Ozempic that gets targeted here.
I guess the question too, Jared, is, by the time these new prices, negotiated prices go into effect, there will theoretically be other better versions of these weight loss drugs out on the market or coming soon to market. And so in the end, I know this is a lot of forecasting here if you're talking about looking at 2027 or beyond. Does it really matter?
I really don't know if it does. You can paint a picture where this is a negative for Novo Nordisk, as evidenced by the stock move today, but I think that was more based on timing. A little bit of a surprise that the company commented so early, even though we all kind of see it coming. You could also say, they have such a nice lead, them and Lilly, versus all the other competitors that are trying to get in here. Plus, they're looking at, different weight loss treatments as well in their pipeline with CagriSema, which is another injectable, potentially a better injectable than they have now. And they're working at least a couple oral programs that we know, you and I and the desk have spoken about these a lot. So maybe it's not going to be so bad if they can switch patients to other drugs and Ozempic and Wegovy become kind of like first generation, but they kind of, walk patients towards newer technologies. It might not be a big deal at all.
Jared, it's Karen. Thanks for being on. Just to drill down on that point a little further, when do you expect, let's say, the oral drug to come to market? And so where would that, to Melissa's point about when would the prices cuts take effect, and how long until sort of they get to a different revenue stream on a newer drug?
Yeah, so we're talking about price cuts for this drug class, or at least Novo Nordisk in early 2027. This will be the second batch of the 10, these 10 drugs that the government continues to kind of go after. And then I think the oral programs are roughly the same timing, Karen. So 2027, 2028. So it's going to be very, very closely aligned with the pricing, construct that the government's laid out. And maybe there's an opportunity for the company to, offset some of this damage with new drugs.